Hi guys, today we'll be talking about how to correct foundation that is too dark or too yellow for you. I will be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect because for me it runs very yellow and very dark. So I hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned for the look. So to sheer it out to begin with, I'm going to take the foundation, and you can use a palette. I use a little glass coaster that I have. So I just put about a pump and a half on there. And then to sheer it out, I will take a beauty oil. It can be any beauty oil. Mine's just one from TJ Maxx. And put a drop or two on there. And then just mix it in with a foundation brush, a concealer brush, whatever you have. For me, since I mixed it with a concealer brush, I will take that same concealer brush and start applying it to my face. And I just apply the most around here. And then use the rest around my face, and make sure to get down your neck as well, since it is going to be darker than your skin tone. Now that some of it's on my face, I'm going to take a damp beauty blender because that shears it out more, and just start dabbing it all over my face, blending what's already here out. So now I know this looks totally crazy, and so this is where we start the correction process using concealer. So make sure your concealer's lighter than your skin tone, and preferably either a neutral to a pinker undertone so that it can like cancel out the yellow undertone in your foundation. So I'm just gonna start applying my Tarte Shape Tape under my eyes. And notice I didn't concentrate much foundation here because I knew I was going to be putting concealer here. So I'll put it under my eyes, on my forehead, down the bridge of the nose, all of the highlight areas. Now I'm going to start blending it out using my Wet n Wild brush. This is my absolute favorite face brush because it is so densely packed. And I will just start blending out this concealer. Now for setting the under eye, since I want to brighten this foundation, I will be using the Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I will be dipping into this highlight side of it. I actually really like this powder. I think it smooths things very nicely. And make sure when you apply powder under your eyes, you look up. Now this would be where, if you bake, that's where you would bake. I do not bake because I have dry skin and it just doesn't work for me. Now personally, I like a really intense highlight, especially if my foundation's too dark. It brightens the whole thing up. So my favorite highlight, if I really want to glow, is this Colourpop Flexitarian because it is just very, very highlighty. And when I want it intense, I will take this damp beauty blender that I used earlier and dip the flat side into it and just dab it onto my cheeks. And here's the final look. I hope this is a very helpful video for you. If you are dealing with your summer foundation, you don't want to buy anything new for the winter time when you've lost your tan, or if you just can't find a shade light enough for you, hopefully this will help you correct the foundation you bought that is a little bit too dark. And if you like this video and want more like it, please subscribe.